Now on News8000.com.
Johnson & Johnson's coronavirus vaccine is back in circulation following a 9-day pause.
We can now say, we take this very seriously.
Now is a good time to get back on track with your kids' oral health. Dental offices are following rigorous safety measures.
4 in 10 people in the U.S. are breathing polluted air, and people of color are suffering the most.
The 93rd Academy Awards took on a cinematic look of its own from Los Angeles' iconic Union Station.
That is a preview of what's coming up in this hour of News 8 Now this morning. I'm Jennifer Livingston.
And I'm meteorologist Michelle Podell.
It is Monday, April 26, 2021. Before we get to news this morning, we're going to get a quick check on our weather.
We have a few rain showers this morning. Most of them are contained to the Chippewa Valley and northern parts of Wisconsin. But the rest of the region, just a slight chance of a rain shower for that morning drive. It's also a bit on the cool side with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Now this afternoon, looking much better. Roads should be dry, and it is going to be warmer but breezy. Highs today topping out near 70 degrees.
On Alaska, police are investigating after 2 people picking up trash along Highway 53 found a body. Officials say the remains have been in that spot for a while. Additional state agencies are assisting with the investigation, including the Wisconsin State Patrol, the Department of Justice's Crime Scene Response Team, and the La Crosse County Medical Examiner's Office. Officials say the identity of the remains is unknown and may take several weeks or longer to identify the body. There is reportedly no danger to the public. The pause on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is over, but there are still lingering concerns about its safety. CBS's Laura Podesta has more on its return, plus what health experts say needs to be done to reach people hesitant about getting vaccinated.
Johnson & Johnson's coronavirus vaccine is back in circulation following a 9-day pause.
We can now say, we take this very seriously. We've looked at it. Now let's get back and get people vaccinated.
Millions of doses were placed on hold after a handful of women developed a rare and dangerous type of blood clot.
Statistically, it's still such a low percentage of people.
For some Americans like Victoria Wintersberger, the J&J jab is the best option.
I have 3 kids and I'm busy, and I thought that would be more efficient and one less poke in my arm.
But others will be taking the 2-dose Moderna or Pfizer vaccines.
I was signed up for the Johnson & Johnson, and then when everything hit about the blood clot, I have a history of blood clots from medication.
More than 42% of the population has gotten at least 1 dose, and 28% are fully vaccinated.
There are people who are clearly vaccine hesitant.
Former FDA Commissioner Dr. Scott Gottlieb says it's important to find new ways to reach skeptics.
We can reach with better education and getting the vaccines into the hands of people that they trust, like their local physicians.
One group health officials worry about reaching is younger people. But 17-year-old Delaney Belcher hopes her fellow students see the benefits.
Yeah, I hope I get maybe something, maybe a prom, who knows?
A European Union official told the New York Times that vaccinated Americans should be able to travel to Europe this summer. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
The president of the European Commission did not give the paper a timeline for when Americans could travel. As the weather warms up, you may be excited to get out and work in the yard, but remember to be aware of your surroundings. This is especially true for lawnmowers, which can be deadly around children. Thousands of children in the United States are treated for lawnmower-related injuries each year. In children under the age of 10, lawnmowers are the leading cause for an amputation being needed. Most people may believe they are being safe, but accidents can happen.
Common scenarios that we see at American Family Children's Hospital are the child who's riding on the lawnmower with a family member, getting a ride on the really cool tractor, and they don't understand that it's a piece of machinery and not a toy. Those children can slip, or they can be dropped and fall underneath the lawnmower and become run over.
And the blade isn't the only part of a lawnmower that can cause damage. Almost half of the injuries to children younger than 6 are burns to the hand from touching a hot motor.
Well, good Monday morning to you. We have a few showers across parts of the region. They're mainly contained to the Chippewa Valley, but south of that for the Coulee region, there is a slight chance of a couple rain showers to start the day, but those will move through and it is going to be a warm and breezy day. And you can see as we take a look farther to the west that most of that rain is north of our area. So it'll continue to push east, and again, mainly this morning, seeing that chance of rain. 41 degrees in La Crosse and in Winona. Viroqua, you're our cool spot at 35 this morning. 37 in Sparta, 38 degrees in Black River Falls and Eau Claire, but it will feel cooler when you step out the door thanks to the winds out of the southeast, sustained anywhere from 9 to almost 15 miles an hour, but they'll continue to increase throughout the day. Could see wind gusts up to about 25 miles an hour heading into this afternoon. But those winds out of the southeast, that's going to help warm us to near 70 degrees this afternoon. Mid 70s tomorrow, but then a cold front comes through, bringing us a chance of rain late in the day tomorrow, but then also a cool down. Temperatures in the 60s for Wednesday through the end of the week, but then it looks like we warm up back into the 70s just in time for the weekend. So Sky Tracker not doing a great job picking up on that rain this morning, but again, that chance of showers mainly in the Chippewa Valley. Maybe even this afternoon could see a shower or two in the Chippewa Valley area. We'll see mostly cloudy skies tonight, slight chance of a rain, and then tomorrow, mix of clouds and sun, nice and mild with those temperatures in the mid 70s, but late in the day we do see a chance of showers, maybe even a thunderstorm or two, and if we do see a thunderstorm develop, it could be on the strong side. Your allergy alert, low symptoms for ash today and tomorrow. Birch and general tree symptoms, they will be high. So your forecast for today, warmer, breezy, chance of a few rain showers, mainly north, 70 degrees for our high, but again, those winds gusting to 25 miles an hour. Tonight, slight chance of rain, mostly cloudy, 58 for the overnight low. It's going to be warm tomorrow, 75. Chance of thunderstorms late in the day. Cooler with a chance of showers on Wednesday, 64 degrees, right around 60 on Thursday. Friday's looking great. Seasonable, mid 60s, some sunshine. Then we're back into the 70s for the weekend with a slight chance of showers.
After a nearly 2-month delay, Hollywood made sure the Oscars show went on even during the pandemic. The first Academy Awards ceremony held in the COVID-19 era set milestone Sunday night with some of the award winners. CBS News correspondent Danya Backus reports from Los Angeles.
The 93rd Academy Awards took on a cinematic look of its own from Los Angeles' iconic Union Station. Actress Regina King, who made her directorial debut with One Night in Miami, addressed the pandemic in her opening monologue.
It has been quite a year, and we are still smack dab in the middle of it.
Daniel Kaluuya won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for Judas and the Black Messiah. The film chronicles an FBI informant's infiltration of the Black Panther Party.
That's what this was all about. It's about telling the truth and getting it out there and making sure people see who this man was.
Yoon Ye-jung was named Best Supporting Actress for Minari, the story of a Korean-American family that moves to an Arkansas farm.
I have just a little bit luck, I think. Maybe I'm luckier than you.
She's the first Korean actress to win the award. For the first time ever, almost half the acting nominees were people of color. Renowned actor and filmmaker Tyler Perry received a humanitarian award and urged Americans to reject hate.
I refuse to hate someone because they are Mexican or because they are black or white or LGBTQ. I refuse to hate someone because they are a police officer.
Nomadland scooped up the Oscar for Best Picture. Frances McDormand won Best Actress for her role in the movie. And Chloe Zhao became the first woman of color to win Best Director for the film.
This is for anyone who has the faith and the courage to hold on to the goodness in themselves.
Near the end of the night, Anthony Hopkins took Best Actor for The Father, his second win in the category after The Silence of the Lambs. At 83, Hopkins is now the oldest Best Actor winner in Oscar history. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Now, Hopkins' win was something of an upset. Many had expected the late Chadwick Boseman to win posthumously for his starring role in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Still ahead here on your morning news, air pollution is something that affects everyone, but it could be impacting certain groups even more. We're going to explain the results of this new study. And a new non-invasive procedure could cut down on recovery time for those with muscle pain. We have more on that in just a few minutes. For now, though, we're going to send you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Hotels have provided a warm, safe place for hundreds of people during the pandemic, but they're not a home. Dane County plans to spend $13 million to help change that. It's called the Hotels to Housing Program, dedicating money to help nearly 300 families and people who could use a boost. By using federal funding, the county will be able to help pay rent, utilities, and offer case management support for actual apartments and homes over the next 2 years. The county officials say it's a good investment for local landlords who will be getting motivated tenants filling their properties while also giving someone a fresh start in life. We're going to take a break. 6:09 this morning, 41 degrees out. We'll be right back. A new study is highlighting the impact climate change is having on air quality in the U.S. The report from the American Lung Association finds more than 40% of people in the U.S. live in areas with unhealthy air quality. As Mary Maloney reports, people of color are being the most negatively affected.
4 in 10 people in the U.S. are breathing polluted air, and people of color are suffering the most. That's according to the American Lung Association. Their State of the Air report found more than 135 million people in the U.S. live in counties with unhealthy air quality, meaning the air they're breathing has high levels of particulate matter, known as soot, and ozone, also known as smog. The American Lung Association says these pollutants can lead to issues with asthma and, in some extreme cases, lung cancer.
We're the ones who are causing this unhealthy air by factories, by motor vehicles, by even certain climate changes that we're causing that allow for things like wildfires to take place.
The report also found 61% of people of color are more likely than white people to live in a county with a failing grade for at least one pollutant, and 3 times more likely to live in counties with the most polluted air.
African Americans, persons of color living in neighborhoods that smog and pollutants and so forth are coming from the factories into their neighborhoods. Some of that is intentional in regards to kind of the structural racism that's allowed that to occur.
The American Lung Association says collaboration between the government and the community is needed to find solutions. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mary Maloney.
Although there's evidence from 2020 that there was a reduction in a variety of pollutants, that is not captured in this report because the study only looked at data from 2017, 2018, and 2019, right before the pandemic. In other medical news, a new non-invasive procedure could allow people to fix a common problem without surgery. Your shoulder is one of the most mobile joints in the body, and you may begin to feel some pain as you get older. Calcium buildup in the tendons of the arm is a common issue and can usually be fixed with rest, physical therapy, and certain medicines. While surgeries are sometimes used to fix the issue, a new procedure involves ultrasound technology, which cuts down on the recovery period.
They can see this procedure as another option that's available to them that by and large will provide definitive treatment. If on those rare occasions it doesn't, they do not lose the option for a full-on surgical procedure in the operating room.
For more information, you can speak to your medical provider. Officials say drug overdoses are increasing since the pandemic began. More than 87,000 Americans died of a drug overdose in the one-year period ending in September of 2020. This is according to new preliminary data released by the CDC. In Minnesota, drug overdoses went up 32% during that same time, with many caused by opioids.
If you look back in the early mid to 1990s, when we first started seeing this rise in opioids, the actual epidemic has been increasing every single year since then. It slowed down a little bit, like Dr. Gazalka was talking about, but it hasn't stopped, and it's continued to increase.
In addition to opioids, Minnesota has also seen an increase in drug overdoses due to meth, as well as an increase in deaths due to alcohol.
on. Oh, there we go. Now you can hear me. After a cool weekend, we are going to see a nice mild day, but so we are dealing with some rain showers first, especially in the Chippewa Valley. The rest of the region, just a slight chance of rain as we head through the morning hours. Now, temperatures are in the 30s and 40s. You'll definitely need a jacket this morning. 41 in La Crosse and Winona, 38 in Eau Claire, also coming in at 38 degrees in Black River Falls, but keep in mind it'll feel a little cooler. We've got these southeast winds anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles an hour. They're going to increase as we head throughout the day, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Now, we will see those temperatures warm up pretty quickly. We're going to be in the low 60s by lunchtime. Breezy winds, though, out of the southeast, gusting to 25 miles an hour. But that, with a mix of clouds and sun, is going to help our temperatures warm to 70 degrees. And if you can believe it, we get even warmer heading into your Tuesday.
It is time for this morning's mug shot of the day. That's where you submit a photo with a mug in it somewhere for a chance to win one of our News 8 This Morning coffee mugs. Our winner today is Ashley from Toma.
And these are Ashley's kids, Nevaeh and Nolan. Nevaeh likes her coffee with milk and sugar, and Nolan likes his black with just a bit of sugar.
Wow.
They're sophisticated children.
Very fancy kids. Hey, Ashley, we're going to get you one of our morning show mugs. Thanks for sharing your mug shot with us. Now we'd like to see your mug shot, a picture with a mug in it somewhere. You can send it to us on news8000.com. Just follow the instructions you see right here on your screen. A longtime coach at Winona State announces his retirement while the Brewers continue their away games with a face-off against the Cubs. Here's News 8 Now's Alec Giannakopoulos with our Sports Blitz.
The road has been kind to Milwaukee so far in April, and they want to end strong with a win ending the road trip. And there was a lot of work on the mound today. Brandon Woodruff had 8 strikeouts and got some help from the bullpen. They kept the Cubs frustrated. And plenty of highlights in the 9th. Luis Urias finds open space with the bases juiced. This will send 2 runs in. The Crews get 5 runs across, and they win their 3rd series with their rivals south by 94, 6-0. Hawks without Trae Young, while the Bucks have this guy. Yanni carves the D like it's a slab of gyro meat and gets the one-handed slam. He had 31 points. But the member of the Milwaukee Bucks for a few hours, Bogdan Bogdanovic, hits this 3. It's 3 of 41 points the Hawks score in the 4th, and they steal 1 late. Hawks get the win 111-104. And finally, longtime Winona State coach Tom Sawyer is set to retire from the program at the end of the 2021 season. Sawyer set every coaching record, including wins and winning percentage, with a near 200 wins as a coach. Before Sawyer took over, the program had gone through 20 head coaches, but he's been one they've held on to for a quarter of a century. After taking over in '96, there have only been 3 losing seasons under his tenure. That's your Sports Blitz. Have a great rest of your day.
You can always find more sports news highlights and scores right on our website, news8000.com. And still ahead here on your morning news, with people still talking about last night's historic Oscars, we're going to take you through some of the biggest wins in today's Buzz Report at 6:20, and we'll be right back.
Good Monday morning to you. It was a cool weekend. We saw a few rain showers. It's going to be much warmer today, but we are starting off with a few of those rain showers, mainly in the Chippewa Valley. Everything you're seeing south of that, a lot of that is just ground clutter on the radar, but there is still a slight chance we could see an isolated shower or two for the Coulee region. So just don't be surprised if you see some of those raindrops on the windshield this morning. Coming in at 41 degrees in La Crosse, Winona, you're also at 41, 36 in Viroqua, 37 in Sparta, Eau Claire and Black River Falls. You're waking up to 38 degrees this morning, but it feels cooler. We've got these winds out of the southeast already sustained at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. They'll continue to increase with gusts up to about 25 miles per hour later today. Your dog walking forecast for today, just be aware that there's some rain showers across the region this morning, especially in the Chippewa Valley. So grab the umbrella, or maybe even better, wait till later to walk the dog, because it's going to be a warmer day, but definitely breezy. We're going to see a mix of clouds and sun with those temperatures near 70 degrees. And our pups today are Lily and Izzy, and they're going to be walking today with Tammy. So here's a look at Sky Tracker. Not doing a great job picking up on that moisture this morning, but as you can see, most of that is going to stay north of our region. Just that chance of a couple of those showers in some of the Chippewa Valley area. We're going to see mostly cloudy skies tonight, very small chance of rain. Tomorrow's going to be even warmer in the mid 70s. We're going to see a mix of clouds and sun But then a cold front comes through late in the day. It's going to bring the potential for showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms, and then cooler temperatures heading into the middle of the week. Here's a look at your allergy alert. Low symptoms for ash today and tomorrow. Birch and general tree symptoms. Those will be high today and for your Tuesday. So your forecast on this Monday, warmer, breezy, 70 degrees. Chance of a few rain showers. Again, most of those this morning in some of our northern communities. Tonight, slight chance of rain, mostly cloudy, 58 for the overnight low. We're going to see a warm day tomorrow with temperatures in the mid 70s, but that chance of thunderstorms late in the day. With the cold front, that is going to bring us a cool down starting Wednesday with a few showers. 60 degrees Thursday. Friday's looking good. Seasonable sunshine and those temperatures warming back into the 70s by the weekend, but that warm up comes with a slight chance of rain. Now, here is your 10-second weather takeaway. Chance of showers this morning, mainly in our northern communities. Warmer and breezy today. A few thunderstorms possible late in the day tomorrow and turning cooler for the middle of the week. Well, stay with us. There's much more to come on your morning news. For now, some of the stories that made headlines on this day in history. We'll be right back.
All right, have you ever wanted to drink a piece of history? This here is what is presumed to be the oldest bottle of whiskey in existence, aged 250 years, and it's set to be auctioned off, you whiskey lovers. The company believes the bottle was originally a gift and has been saved for generations. The front of the bottle says it's from Evans and Ragland in LaGrange, Georgia. And after testing a small amount of the whiskey, it was extracted with a needle. Experts confirmed, I don't know how you do this, but it is likely was bottled between 1763 and 1803. Wow. And the bottle will be auctioned off at the end of June. Gonna be a little on the high end side of alcohol, probably for $20,000 to $40,000. So if you're interested, right, you better start saving. So good luck to you. Good morning and welcome to News 8 Now this morning. I'm Jennifer Livingston.
And I'm meteorologist Michelle Podell.
It is April 26th, 2021, and coming up in this half hour, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is being made available again, but some are still concerned. And many of us have kids that don't practice a good dental hygiene, especially during the pandemic. How do we break them of the bad habits? We're going to tell you in today's On Your Side. Those stories and more coming up, but first we're going to get a check on our weather.
Well, some of us are seeing a few rain showers this morning. Most of that is contained to the Chippewa Valley, but the rest of the region could see an isolated shower or two. So don't be surprised if you see a few raindrops on that windshield, especially if you're in some of our northern communities this morning. The evening commute is looking good. It's going to be warmer and breezy today. Temperatures topping out near 70 degrees.
Onalaska police are investigating after two people picking up trash along Highway 53 found a body. Officials say the remains have been in that spot for a while. Additional state agencies are assisting with the investigation, including the Wisconsin State Patrol, the Department of Justice's Crime Scene Response Team, and the La Crosse County Medical Examiner's Office. Officials say the identity of the remains is unknown and may take several weeks or longer to identify. Onalaska police say there is no danger to the public. The pause on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is over, but there are still lingering concerns about its safety. Millions of doses were placed on hold after a handful of women developed a rare and dangerous type of blood clot. After review, health officials say they are confident the vaccine is safe and effective. For some Americans, the J&J vaccine is the best option and aren't hesitating to get it. But others will only be opting in for the 2-dose Moderna or Pfizer vaccines.
I have 3 kids and I'm busy, and I thought that would be more efficient and one less poke in my arm.
When everything hit about the blood clot, I have a history of blood clots from medication.
More than 42% of the population has gotten at least 1 dose. 28% are fully vaccinated, and a European Union official told the New York Times that vaccinated Americans should be able to travel to Europe this summer. Happening today, brush pickup begins at 7 a.m. in the city of La Crosse. Brush, including branches and tree limbs, must be less than 4 feet, bundled with a cotton twine, and not weigh more than 50 pounds. Pickup continues through Friday. A bridge repair project in Winona is starting up at 8 this morning. Traffic flow on County Road 17 near Minnesota State College Southeast will be reduced to one side of the bridge at a time and limited to one lane in each direction during the project. The construction is expected to last through the week.
Well, good Monday morning to you. After a cool weekend with a few showers, we're dealing with some more showers this morning, most of them in the Chippewa Valley, where we could just see an isolated shower south of the Chippewa Valley in the Coulee region. A lot of this that you're seeing south of the Eau Claire area is ground clutter on the radar, but don't be surprised if you see a raindrop or two on the windshield this morning. Bundle up, though. 41 degrees in La Crosse right now. Same thing in Winona. 38 in Eau Claire. We're coming in at 37 in Sparta, but these winds, they're already a bit breezy, especially for 6:30 in the morning out of the southeast, sustained at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Could see wind gusts upwards of 20 to 25 miles per hour later today. So as you're getting the kids ready for school, they'll definitely need a jacket or sweatshirt this morning, but they'll be able to get rid of it by later in the day. 61 degrees at lunchtime with a mix of clouds and sun. We're going to see highs today near 70 degrees, so we can thank those southeast winds for that nice warm up. Now, as we head throughout the day, again, we're just going to see that chance of a few rain showers, mainly in our northern communities. The rest of the region just going to see that mix of clouds and sun today. Slight chance of rain tonight, and tomorrow's going to be even warmer. We're talking about highs in the mid 70s, but then a cold front will come through later in the day. It's going to bring us a chance of showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, and it's going to bring us a cool down for the middle of the week. Here's a look at your allergy alert. Ash symptoms are low today and tomorrow, while birch and general tree symptoms, they're up to high. So your forecast on this Monday, warmer, breezy, chance of rain showers mainly this morning and mainly in our northern communities. 70 degrees for our high. Tonight, slight chance of rain, mostly cloudy, 58 for the overnight low. We're going to be near 75 tomorrow, but we're going to see that chance of showers and a few thunderstorms late in the day with that cold front. The cold front's going to bring us a chance of a few showers on Wednesday, and it's also going to bring those temperatures a little more seasonable for the middle of the week. 64 degrees, 60 on Thursday. We're going to see some sunshine in mid 60s for Friday, but then those temperatures warming back up into the low 70s as we head into the weekend, but that warm up comes with a slight chance of rain.
One of the best ways to protect your children's teeth is by teaching them good oral habits from a young age. And even though the COVID-19 pandemic delayed dental care for many families, Consumer Reports says now is the time to get back on track. Martha Kolaski explains in today's On Your Side.
Many families have delayed dental visits due to the pandemic, but dentists say precautions are in place, so pick up the phone and make an appointment.
Now is a good time to get back on track with your kids' oral health. Dental offices are following rigorous safety measures so parents can feel comfortable taking their kids to the dentist.
Pediatric dentist Dr. Runal Parmar agrees.
Everything with the pandemic, a little apprehension is normal. It's still very important to maintain good oral health. The routine checkups are important because we want to maintain that proper care and that foundation.
Cavities are the most common childhood disease. The American Academy of Pediatrics says that by age 3, 1 in 4 children will have 1 or more cavities. That's why it's important to teach our children good oral hygiene habits from an early age.
Your child's first dental visit should be within 6 months after their first tooth erupts and no later than their first birthday, and then every 6 months after that.
It goes beyond the scope of just clean teeth. It also helps, build habits and routines for children, which also carry to other aspects of their life.
And it's also important for parents to help kids maintain healthy habits at home.
Brushing twice a day, flossing. Kids are no different than adults, right? We take care of ourselves. You want to take care of their teeth.
For News 8 Now, I'm Martha Kolaski on your side.
As soon as your child has a tooth, help them by brushing twice a day with fluoride toothpaste about the size of a grain of rice. At age 3, you can start using a pea-sized amount of fluoride toothpaste, which helps prevent cavities. You better have a pretty big nest egg if you want a new car, because prices are through the roof right now. According to J.D. Power, the average new car price was more than $37,000 in the first quarter of 2021. That's up more than 8% from a year ago. More vehicles are rolling out the door, but dealers have less inventory to sell due to a shortage of car parts, causing the spike in prices. Demand is being fueled by people returning to work and their daily commute, low interest rates, and expensive taste. Manufacturers are also making fewer affordable sedans and more expensive SUVs. It's all come together to create a market where about half of car buyers are paying within that 5% of a sticker price. Are you frugal and adventurous when it comes to food? Well, there is an app for that. The Too Good to Go app connects customers with restaurants that have extra food available. You just place an order at a participating business and pick up a mystery bag of discounted food. It usually costs between $4 and $6, but the catch is that you get whatever is available, meaning leftover and not eaten from that day. You could end up with maybe bagels, pastries, a full-blown fajita bowl. The idea is to cut down on food waste, which is a major contributor to climate change. In our Buzz report this morning, so the Oscars were last night, and there were a few big moments within the show and some first historic moments as well, a few surprising wins. For the first time in history, almost half of the acting award nominees were people of color. Yoon Young-jung was awarded Best Supporting Actress for her role in Minari, becoming the first Korean actress to win the award. Meanwhile, she was so cute, by the way, when she saw Brad Pitt. That was adorable. Daniel Kaluuya won Best Supporting Actor for his role as Black Panther Party leader Fred Hampton in the film Judas and the Black Messiah. His sister and mom were so excited. More history was made when Anthony Hopkins, he was not at the awards show last night, but he was awarded Best Actor for his role in The Father. It was a surprise. Many thought the late Chadwick Boseman would take home the win for his role in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Hopkins at 83 is now the oldest Best Actor winner in the history of the Academy Awards. And Frances McDormand was awarded her third Academy Award for Nomadland, which also won Best Director and the coveted Best Picture Award. The film's director, Chloe Zhao, is the first woman of color to win the Academy Award for Best Director. You know, they did a great job setting up the scene so that they could remain safe, and they really limited the numbers. They didn't have any, you know, big musical acts like they normally do at the show, but they were able to have it go on. The show must go on. Right. And to watch some of these big wins, women were well represented, people of color were well represented, and it was just really, really nice to see. Still to come on your morning news, we're celebrating a famous salty snack for today's daily holiday.
And we'd love for you to play along for our live weather quiz. Today's question, the moon will be full tonight. What is the most common nickname for the April full moon? Is it the full pink moon, the full beaver moon, the full wolf moon, or the full flower moon? Now, there are a few different ways you can cast your vote. You can see how to participate right there on your screen and vote quickly. I've got the answer coming up next. Welcome back. I will have your weather quiz question in just a moment, question and answer. But first, let's talk about what we're seeing on the radar here. We do have some rain, especially in the Chippewa Valley this morning. South of the Eau Claire area, a lot of this is just ground clutter on the radar, but don't be surprised if you see an isolated shower, a couple raindrops on the windshield this morning, but shouldn't amount to a whole lot. 41 degrees in La Crosse and in Winona, 36 in Viroqua. You're waking up to 38 in Eau Claire and also 38 degrees in Black River Falls, but it feels cooler than that. Make sure to grab a jacket, a sweatshirt, something this morning. Those winds are out of the southeast, sustained anywhere from 5 to 15 miles an hour. They'll continue to increase, and we'll see those gusts in that 20 to 25 mile per hour range as we head into later today. But that is going to help us warm to near 70 degrees. Now, Sky Tracker not doing a great job picking up on that moisture this morning, but you see most of it does remain north of our area as we head through the day. Still a slight chance of a shower in the Chippewa Valley later this afternoon. Most of us will see a mix of clouds and sun with those breezy southeast winds. Mostly cloudy tonight, slight chance of rain, and then heading into tomorrow, it's going to be even warmer tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-70s, but then a cold front comes through, bringing a chance of some rain, maybe even a few thunderstorms late in the day tomorrow. And behind that, temperatures falling back into the 60s. So here's a look at your allergy alert. We've got low symptoms for ash today and tomorrow. Birch and general tree symptoms, they're high today. They're going to continue to be high for your Tuesday. So your forecast for today, warmer, breezy, 70 degrees for our high, but we still have that slight chance of showers, especially in the Chippewa Valley. Tonight, slight chance of rain, mostly cloudy, 58 for the overnight low. So mild overnight, a mild one tomorrow, 75 degrees for our high with a chance of showers and storms late in the day. There's a small chance if some thunderstorms develop that they could be on the strong side. Cooler Wednesday, 64 degrees, even cooler on Thursday, but then those temperatures warming back up into the 70s for the weekend and into the early part of next week. But that warm up does come with a slight chance of rain for the weekend. Now, here is your weather quiz question today. The moon will be full tonight. What is the most common nickname for the April full moon? Is it the full pink moon, the full beaver moon, the full wolf moon, or the full flower moon? Many of you were voting along at home. It looks like 81% of you said the full pink moon, and you would be correct. The full pink moon is the most common nickname for the April full moon, and it will also be a supermoon.
Time for our daily holiday this morning. It is National Pretzel Day.
It's a good one.
Today, it is a good one. Recognized as one of America's favorite snacks, where the only question you have to ask is either sweet or salty, soft or hard. Which one of those? Officials say their background, there's no like official where did the pretzel come from. Some are claiming it's Italy, others claiming it's from France. Immigrants brought pretzels to North America in the 19th century. Philadelphia became one of the largest manufacturers. In fact, Pennsylvania accounts for 80% of the pretzels manufactured in the U.S. today. I didn't bring in, the producers grabbed these, but we were talking about it. Dots.
They're the best.
Pretzels. Now, you and I were talking about this in a commercial break, because a few years ago, it's like I kind of stumbled upon them.
Same here.
Oh, hey, try one of these. And they're so good. And now
they're everywhere.
Because they kind of have like a, like seasoning. There you go. Seasoning on them. Now, not only is this brand everywhere, but now a whole bunch of different other brands have kind of grabbed onto the seasoned pretzels, and you can buy them in lots of different brands, but they're really, really good. Hey, it is also a special day today for Emily.
Emily is 8 years old today. She's a fun-loving girl who loves to sing, dance, and play with her animals.
If you know a birthday boy or girl turning 8 months, 8 years, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com. Look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab right there on our website.
We're going to send you to break right now with a look at what's coming up on CBS this morning. But stay with us. We have everything you need to know today in 5 minutes or less. Your Morning News Now is coming up next.
Ahead on CBS this morning, more than 200 million vaccine doses in 100 days. How at-home testing could transform the fight against COVID. Plus, composer Jon Batiste on his historic win at the Oscars. We'll see at 7.
Your Morning News Now. In a developing story, Onalaska police are investigating after 2 people discovered a body along Highway 53. Officials say the remains have been in that spot for a while. Additional state agencies are assisting with the investigation, including the Wisconsin State Patrol, the Department of Justice's Crime Scene Response Team, and the La Crosse County Medical Examiner's Office. Officials say the identity of the remains is unknown and may take several weeks or longer to identify the body. Onalaska police say there is no danger to the public. President Biden is promising to help India deal with an explosion of COVID-19 cases. The White House says the U.S. is working around the clock to send drugs, rapid tests, personal protective equipment, and ventilators. As Indian hospitals struggle to treat a flood of patients, health experts are trying to pinpoint the cause of the surge. They say due to previous high infection numbers in India's large cities, many should already have COVID-19 antibodies. A new poll from CBS News shows 6 in 10 Americans plan to get vaccinated against COVID-19 or have already had at least one shot. That leaves 40% of people saying either maybe or no. The CDC says more than 5 million Americans have skipped getting their second dose of the vaccine.
We can now say, you know, we take this very seriously. We've looked at it. Now let's get back and get people vaccinated.
Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine is back in circulation following a 9-day pause. Millions of doses were placed on hold after a handful of women developed a rare and dangerous type of blood clot. After review, health officials say they are confident the vaccine is safe and effective. So far, more than 42% of the population has gotten at least one dose of the vaccine, and 28% are fully vaccinated. The European Union says vaccinated Americans should be able to travel to Europe this summer. Officials say drug overdoses are increasing since the pandemic began. According to preliminary data from the CDC, more than 87,000 Americans died of a drug overdose in the one-year period ending in September of 2020. In Minnesota, drug overdoses went up 32% during that same time, with most caused by opioids and meth. Minnesota also saw an increase in deaths due to alcohol.
Well, it was a cool weekend. Temperatures only in the 50s, but a big warm up on the way for today and tomorrow. Temperatures in the 70s, but then a cold front comes through, bringing us back down to more seasonable temperatures. We'll be near 64 on Wednesday, 60 on Thursday. Then we see a gradual warm up as we head into the end of the week and into the weekend. Temperatures back into the 70s.
Experts from J.D. Power say car prices are through the roof right now, with the average marked at over $37,000 in the first quarter of 2021. That's up more than 8% from a year ago. Dealers have less inventory to sell due to a shortage of car parts, causing the price spike. Manufacturers are also making fewer affordable sedans and more expensive SUVs. It's all come together to create a market where about half of car buyers are paying within 5% of sticker price. Brush pickup begins today at 7 a.m. in the city of La Crosse. Brush, including branches and tree limbs, must be less than 4 feet, bundled with a cotton twine, and not weigh more than 50 pounds. Pickup continues through Friday. Also starting today, a bridge repair project in Winona will begin at 8 this morning. Traffic flow on County Road 17 near Minnesota State College Southeast will be reduced to one side of the bridge at a time and limited to one lane in each direction during the project. The construction is expected to last through the week. Young aspiring pilots interested in the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Program are getting a chance to learn to fly. The La Crosse Composite Squadron is holding 3 informational nights for kids and their parents. 2 in-person meetings will take place at the CAP building located on Fanna Reed Road near the airport today and next Monday starting at 6:45 in the evening. A virtual session is coming up this Thursday evening as well. Civil Air Patrol cadets get opportunities to experience military life through the United States Air Force.
And some of us are waking up to some rain showers this morning. They're mainly contained to the Chippewa Valley. Wabasha County could see an isolated shower or sprinkle in the Cooley region, but most of that rain will be in our northern communities today. 42 degrees in La Crosse right now, 41 in Winona. We've got 30s elsewhere, 38 in Eau Claire, 37 in Sparta, and coming in at 36 degrees at Vogue Field. But keep in mind, it does feel a little cooler. Those winds are out of the southeast, anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles an hour, but we will see wind gusts up to 25 miles an hour later today. But those strong southeast winds plus a mix of clouds and sun, that's going to help our temperatures warm up very nicely. 61 degrees at lunchtime. We're going to see highs today near 70, mid 70s for your Tuesday with a chance of storms later in the day. But the cold front brings us back into the 60s for the rest of the week.
We really appreciate you sharing your morning with us. We hope you have a great Monday. We'll look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow morning.